if you want my boys to leave, send those buses. People are inside, let them leave. They will tell you because why they are inside the bus, they are places. We have don't do that this time. Don't try to explain that. We will not do it. Especially this boy, this DSS boy. We know. You must have problem here. You, this one. If you don't come and move, just problem here.
Well, not surprising actually, and I'm not even worried because of this. I'm worried because with the history of courtism we have in Edo State that the current government is trying to suppress and calm down, which some persons are already giving him credit for. And with how well our people are used to exaggerating, increasing, overheating the polity, I think the state government, as a matter of urgent concerns, should take this as a breach of peace and tranquility in this state. But unfortunately, it seems like it is the tool of the state government to continue to cause intimidation and fear in the minds of people that want to speak against it, because it may just be their own way. I've seen videos alleging, nobody has related that to me, saying that some persons of the opposition should never step their foot. And I think, as a matter of fact, party structures, party system, politicians, government officials should call people like that to order. And when the people now personally begin to take the pain or take the burden of addressing these concerns and asking the various authorities to look into this, that should also make them also do it public. But it seems like it's the stock in trade, and I'm worried, right? Worried for two genuine reasons. Worried that we are creating or we are sowing a seed that in the future we may regret, because this is really, it's heart-wrenching for me personally to consider that this is what we are gradually turning into. We are going back to the very days that we don't want to mention, the 1992 era. This is not even the 2000. It's quite embarrassing, and sometimes I see a lot of these videos on blogs. I see this, and there are people who beat their chest in that regard and say that they are proud of what is happening. I'm from Edo State. I'm someone that has been very proud of my state, and I hold the flag of my state very profoundly and high at every given opportunity. But this current situation worries me, and it is not something that I'm happy about. I've used all avenues possible, and that's what I'm also doing here now. It may not be something that the people at the other side see as, but it's me advising to say it's time to tone down this. This is really not good for our image, not good for what is happening. You won an election. The system permits that people, of course, what this implies is that in the future, when people see that elections are going against the norm, they should use every available means, whatever, to fighting their way and staying back, to keeping themselves in office. Because if an election that was conducted by INEC and was declared to have been won by a party, and the losing party decide to go to court, and then in the court you are doing all of this, and it seems like the state government or the party in power permits or authorize this, then what are you telling the people that are coming? That if you are coming for an election, do not just prepare to win votes, prepare to win with blood, because that's what it means. And of course, it's becoming a norm. It's okay. You go around social media, everybody's talking about it. People are perplexed. People are just happy. It's normal for people. And for me, I look at this and I say, how can this be normal? How can people besiege the court? You are not witness. You are not lawyers. You are not government officials. You don't have any specific role to play. One of them there has gotten several assignments on his desk that he should do. But in the last couple of days, his attention has been moved towards, and then people think it's normal. It's normal. Go and check the comment sections of the blogs that are posted. The people are already saying, so is this what Obaseki submerged for years? People are missing Obaseki already. That if Obaseki could have achieved this, have achieved taming this kind of menace and then you are attracting foreign investors. You are attracting business. You are attracting Edolite, like I, that live in the diaspora, to say, okay, it's time to come and invest in Benin. And so if I invest in Benin and have a contrary political opinion with the city government or the city political party, you go ahead and do whatever you like. You are proud to say you've got boys, and the only reason. The other day is the party chairman saying that nothing on earth to make him leave. So my problem is, you see how where the police has to be begging them, because they have been told, they have been communicated to, that you see this journey you are going to, be careful. These are untouched principles of this society. And it's unfortunate too. It's unfortunate that those of us that labor to go to school, came out of school, stayed on the path of righteousness, on the path of legality, on the path of morality, on the path of legacy, can look behind now and see this nonsense happening, and people think it's normal. It's worrisome though. It's worrisome. I'm not here to drag anybody. Of course, for more it is now, it is how the state is. So if you are not on this particular trajectory, you are not in this group, you are the deviant person. Before, it used to be that somebody acting like this is deviant, but as it were now, you have to be deviant if you don't act like this, because this is not a norm. Since the government of the day enjoys this is something that they are proud of, because if not, I'm sure there were ways to have quelled this. I will redirect these people to focus on other things, because it's absolutely nonsense. The current godfather of the Edo politics, Adams Oshiomhole, won his case in court. It was glaring to the eyes of the people. It was glaring. It was audible to the deaf and visible to the blind. And the man won the election. But the then sitting government in power announced another person to be in government. And that man became governor. He had access to government. He did all he could do. He enjoyed so much. He moved around. When the time came, first the tribunal and second the Court of Appeal, because at that time the Supreme Court wasn't the last hope or the last court for all of those cases. It ended at the Court of Appeal. So after the tribunal judgment, he went to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal upheld the ruling of the Election Petition Tribunal. And actually, none of this were visible. It was the people even that were going on the street and in solidarity with the man, Adams Oshiomhole. Today, that same Adams Oshiomhole sits somewhere and is midwifing one of the greatest political heists or the greatest electoral heist in the future. And it's normal. And the problem is not that election was manipulated or rigged. The problem is that the people are not all now being allowed to even have an expression in the state because they lost the election. And it's normal for all of us. It's okay for all of us. And if you talk, they say, watch your back. People call you and send a DM to say, watch your back. People are not being told to stay away from home because they put out their voice. And today, the Obaseki that they said was evil is not the person that people are saying, wow. So if Obaseki was able to suppress this for 8 years, then he was the man. And it's unfortunate. I thought the sitting government would know the implication of this. I thought the sitting government would know how this is possible to have to be implosive if not properly tamed. But we'll be here. And like we have said, when you allow your fight to continue, your fighters continue to fight, when they are done fighting the outsiders and they are no longer fights to fight, they will start to fight in between. We'll be here. We'll be here. We'll be here. God bless Edo State.